So we found out about the passing of a well-known HIV/AIDS activist, Hydeia Broadbent, and what makes her story as compelling as it is, to the point where, again, it's in People Magazine, it's Inside Edition, people like Magic Johnson talking about it, was this was a girl whose story started out at a time where the routine testing for HIV wasn't even a thing. Unfortunately, she was abandoned by her mother and in a foster home, adopted. And it wasn't until her mother was diagnosed with HIV years later, about several years later, with another child, that they went back and said, hey, I think you need to be tested. And her foster parents got her tested. She was proven to have HIV. But this was a time where, again, the routine testing of it wasn't even a thing. In fact, in 1995, almost about 10 years later, after her diagnosis, was the first opportunity to even have a medication that you can actually provide mothers to try to reduce and lessen the risk. So at a young age, this is a person who was told, hey, you only have 5-year life expectancy. Because at that time, in the 80s, this is what happened. Like you get AIDS, you get HIV, it develops all the way to AIDS. You got about 5 years. Fortunately, as you can see, she made it all the way up to the age of 39. And during that time frame, she had become such a significant activist at such a young age. This amazing woman was on Oprah. She had there was a Nickelodeon special, and it sounds wild now, but there was a Nickelodeon special that actually featured her and Magic Johnson. And there's a clip going around. I highly suggest you Google it, where she's kind of breaking out crying, saying, hey, I just want to live. I don't want to only be known as this kid who has HIV/AIDS. Because especially at that time, again, this is before routine testing. This is before any medication was even available, right? She was the first flock of kids who were diagnosed with HIV, born with it from parents who did not know, or may have known and still had to get neither here or there. So when I see an outpour and I see a cry, like I said, Magic Johnson, gave a heartfelt message, which we love. And I saw, I think, Journey Smollett posted something as well too, because they were friends. It's just amazing to see that even at a young age, what a level of determination can look like, and what the importance of spreading a message, even when it's not favorable. Even when people are probably saying you're too young to be spreading this type of message. And, obviously we just rest in peace, and I just want to give all the condolences to her family. But I highly suggest take some time. Again, doesn't take very long, right? Just look up kind of her story and kind of seeing the journey that she, right, has trekked along her life. And, again, just thank you for all of what you have done, not only for what you've shown to deal with adversity, but to continue to highlight a message of HIV/AIDS safety, abstinence, like everything under the sun, right? So again, just rest in peace, Hydeia.